So APLD is one of the top data center companies that investors are watching as the markets continue to roar in the data center market. You see APLD is up 3.82%, IREN's up 2%, AMD was up, and TSSI, what we are trading this morning over in our daily live trading session, still holding. We're up about $67. Nothing crazy. But hey, if you want to tune on into our daily live trading sessions, in Stockmates, it's the second link down below to tune on into our daily trading sessions. We were trading TSSI. We're kind of watching this potential uptrend as they're a data center company. And then when we look at APLD, APLD is up 4.8% today. As look at that, we were anticipating this 9% swing back up into this $35 range. They've already made about 5% of that 9% today, targeting back up into this $35 price point. It's been a very consistent uptrend. You can see that here since the mid-November reversal, when they went from a pretty consistent kind of downtrend here in beginning of November to then some volatility, consolidation, kind of a double bottom at $19, and then now they've been continuing up. Now, again, one of the articles that we were looking at this morning was the tax questions from Stockmates, because what do we do when we have gains and we have to sell our shares, especially towards the end of the year? If you're looking for more information like that and you'd like to see the targets for the week and get a free t-shirt when you join, again, it's the second link down below. I say that because look at this. We've had APLD is up 86% over the last 2 weeks with trade that we entered over this last month. And then you got AMD is up 100%. Rigetti is up about 168%. And this is all due to just topping off the AI boom for the year and seeing some of the surges continue. So APLD, the nearest support level is going to be that previous resistance level right here around $32 a share. See this level here, 32 is the previous resistance that they just broke out of, and now is going to be the next level of support. The next target bullish is definitely in this $35 range, where we saw them get to back on the 5th of December last week, and they'd be looking to continue that trend again as we marked out yesterday, about a 10% increase up there. So currently watching between that $31 range and that $35 range. When we take a look at the Prophecy app, let's pull it up via Claude. Here we are, and we'll see what it looks like. Most targets are bullish. You can see the nearest support level here is about $30 again and 90 cents. So again, it's got that support level. Nearest resistance, you're looking up to that $40 range to potentially targeting that $50 range. Now, another good indicator to watch would be actual breakout potential. Okay, so breakouts are going to be looking to break out above $40. So if we see a breakout in that $40 range, you're really looking for a full bullish breakout there above $40. So that's a key level to watch. That would be them making their run up into $50 or more. What you can see for the projections over the next month, looking bullish about 1.5%, next 3 months 5%, and then into the next year, according to Claude, anticipating a $40 price point for APLD. So again, over about 18% gain. When we pull up the quantum analysis of those projections, and before we do, one thing to note about this data center company, we've seen that they've been building some data centers in cold places like North Dakota, and they've recently signed some deals tallying about $16 billion in contracts to build these data centers for top AI hyperscalers. And you can see that this data center here is being constructed. I think it's actually already partly operational, and that they're focused on renewable energy sources and environmental impacts with wind power and solar power. When you look at their partners, they've got investors from Supermicro Computer, Nvidia, Dell, Intel, and you can even see again, back into the Prophecy app, you can see that some of their top investors do include Nvidia. Nvidia is an investor in the company, along with BlackRock and Vanguard and others. So just watching the institutions, you see more buys than sells. And then on the insider side, I think there might be a few more sells than buys, but we could take a look here. Yeah, just a few more sells than buys, but overall seems to be pretty balanced on the insider activity. So institutions definitely seeing some more activity and buying more of the company, including Nvidia. And then if we get over the next year for all the projections of the targets of where this company is going to be according to Claude, you can also, if we just kind of would like to, let's see, get a full analysis, I'd like to take a moment here and pull up the newest projections. Actually, when we go to Claude, so we're actually on Grok, the projections are much as 58% bullish on this stock, 58% bullish over the next year, so over $50 a share. Now we got to look at the financials to understand why, but when you look at the quantum analysis as well, let's get a Rigetti analysis. Let's see which time frame. The 3-month is apparently the confidence score is the highest according to the quantum analysis that we just ran. So that means there is a higher confidence in the next 3 months than almost any other time frame. So as you can see, 3-month, we just ran it through Rigetti quantum analysis, and we see a 73% increase or 73% confidence in that 3-month time frame of a 24% increase. So given their current financials, it's their biggest weakness because their income statements showing signs as if they were a $2 billion company or a $3 billion company. You know, they got 64 million a quarter, which is up 84% in revenue per year, but net income still a little bit negative. They were increasing their revenue year over year, but again, nothing crazy on the revenue side. But when you look at their news, that's where it gets interesting. They've actually had the $16 billion in AI leases supported, and they now have a market cap of about $9 billion. So AI deals are $16 billion. If they're only at a market cap of $9 billion, there's a little bit of a gap there. You would expect them to potentially surge more, and their total assets are up to $2.4 billion, which is positive as they've increased about 155%. So this is all good. This all indicates that their trend makes sense. You know, they're continuing this trend. They're looking to continue back up into that $35 range. I read a quote that a strong buy is not a 100% buy, and that a target is not a guarantee. However, in the trend that they're in, just to look at the trend that we've been able to consistently track, and as a result have been able to make an 86% trade over the last 2 weeks, I would anticipate that the next levels of support, again, around $30 here, and they're looking for that resistance to reach and potentially break out at around $35 a share, which would be another 5% from here, 5 or 6% from current prices. So we're going to continue to watch it, see if any more opportunities present themselves at market opening. And we just wrapped up our live session. If you'd like to watch me trade live, see my entries, see my exits, surround yourself with like-minded investors inside of Stockmates, you can go ahead and get into Stockmates without a subscription or anything like that. In fact, for the time being, you can get lifetime access to our Monday through Friday sessions in the second link in the description down below. All you have to do, click the second link, take you to the page, you'll enter your address where we send you your free t-shirt, and then you'll get an email in your inbox about 15 minutes before the market opens tomorrow, or anytime the market's about to open, with the link to the live session, and it will take you to the session link. It's not here publicly on YouTube, it's another link, and you'll get access. Along with some learning materials, you can learn fundamental technical analysis alongside the books that we offer there as well. There's a book there actually that I wrote before ChatGPT. It basically is going over the philosophy of the profitable trader. And we talk about this all the time. We're looking at the different plans that you have. Ordinary mindset, so you might not have a plan, emotional, FOMO, pump and dumps, versus profitable mindset, having a trading plan, being disciplined, the risk to reward, not just focused on the reward. Ordinary versus profitable mindsets, how I got started, how to actually learn, along with an example of a trading plan. What does a trading plan actually look like? Where do you set your stops, look for your profits, along with things like, emotional IQ is another one that is pretty helpful for you. So again, if you want to go grab it, it's going to be included as a bonus when you get into StockMate. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.